Hey, hey, Coach Connie, Queen of the Tweens and Teens. Happy summer. Yes, we have reached that time of year where our focus may not be homework, but it is how to keep our children safe. I was reading an article that was talking about alcoholism in young people, particularly teens. And as I am the queen of tweens and teens, you know that this article caught my eye. One of the points that was made by the article was that outside of family history and a teenager's propensity to addictive behaviors that may already exist, parenting definitely plays a part or has an influence on the amount or the percentage of tweens and teens who become or succumb to alcoholism, or even if not full-blown alcoholism, underage drinking, and underage drinking to the extent that it's harmful. It's already illegal, but where it could be harmful and become addictive behavior into their adulthood. When talking about how parenting plays a part in this, there were two parenting styles that were identified as the least effective in controlling teenage alcoholism or teenage drinking in general: the authoritarian parenting style and the permissive parenting style. So authoritarian is where you are parenting based on a do it because I said so, or you are parenting based on fear. If you don't do X, I am going to take away Y, or I am going to physically harm you, emotionally abuse you, mentally abuse you, etc. Permissive parenting is, hey, I don't care what you do. My liquor cabinet is your liquor cabinet. Get on, do your thing. That's permissive parenting. So when you're parenting at either end, the permissive end or the authoritarian end, or authoritative end, you are potentially setting your child up for failure when it comes to healthy behavior involving alcohol. We know that the healthiest behavior involving alcohol for tweens and teens is not to drink at all. However, we do know teenagers, 16, 17, 18, 19, they're going to be going to parties, they're going to be going to social functions, and unfortunately, there are some families out there that maintain the lifestyle of I'd rather my child drink at home than them drink in the streets. Studies have actually shown that that philosophy does not curtail alcoholism. In fact, studies say that the earlier a young person is introduced to alcohol, the more likely it is that they will develop addictive behavior around alcohol. And I know that everyone always says, well, in France or in Europe, they're drinking wine at the dinner table and it's not a big thing, blah, 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 blah. However, we're not in France here. We're in the United States. Different cultures do different things. Their introduction to wine probably is not at a frat party with a whole bunch of minors running around drinking wine from a hose either. So culture is different, exposure is different, and we can't maintain the idea that because in other places, other parts of the world, young people begin drinking socially at younger ages and they grow up and they're just fine. That doesn't translate to what's going to happen here if they drink early. So the parenting style that has been attributed to be the most successful in maintaining a level of safety in terms of alcohol exposure for tweens and teens is the authoritative parenting. Authoritative differs from authoritarian. Authoritarian, you're parenting via fear, via directives, no wiggle room, no discussion. It is what it is. Authoritative, you are setting boundaries. However, you are explaining why you're setting those boundaries. Alcohol is dangerous because there will be no alcohol drinking in my household. So you're taking the time to explain what you're doing, what the boundary is, why the boundary is in place. It provides the tween and the teen the ammunition that they need to make informed decisions, because ultimately that's the goal of parenting, is to support our children in becoming empowered to make positive life decisions for themselves, because we're not going to be with them 24 hours a day. We can't even be with them 24 hours a day when they're underage. Imagine when they're in their 20s. We can't be with them 24 hours a day. So our job is to raise them such that they are able to make the best, the safest decisions for themselves when they are by themselves. So authoritative parenting allows for conversation, discourse, and learning so that your tween and your teen can understand. They might not agree. We also have to debunk that myth. Positive parenting does not mean that your child would agree with you all of the time. It means that you are making your best effort to keep your child happy, safe, and healthy, right? Emotionally, physically, and mentally. So, with that being said, please remember, it is always best to lead from a place of information and decision making that is informed and not forced on our children. If you need any support, please DM Shift, SHIFT. Send me a message, simple word shift. I'll get right back with you. Let's do this together. Parenting can be a struggle, but you do not have to struggle alone. Take care, and again, happy beginning of summer.